Hello lovely people, it's Cara here and I am so mad. How are you all? I hope you've had a lovely week and got some sewing done wherever you are in the world and whatever you've been up to. So today I'm in the summer house again, which only means that the seagulls are going to wake up and the dogs are going to start barking and the mowers are going to start mowing. So it's all go. I've also got various whippets that are bound to knock at tripods, etc. See, hasn't been a seagull for ages, and then suddenly. Anyway, this week I wanted to catch up with you, and I'm calling this, I think, the Lady in Red. That would be me. And I have a little sort of capsule wardrobe I'm going to take you through. But I do want to start by saying a massive thank you to everybody for your kind wishes on my dad and also on the biopsy I had. I haven't got any more news on that, but I definitely got more news on my dad. He is still in hospital as I speak, so he's been in hospital now for a week, just been very weak and just generally recuperating. He's had some awful bug, so like almost like a food poisoning bug that just means he hasn't been able to keep anything down and is very dehydrated and things, but is on the mend, and also because he's sort of in his 80s, basically being still is not good for a person with significant arthritis, so everything has stopped working, so all his joints are seized up and things, so the physio are working with him to get him better. So fingers crossed he'll either come home early part of the week or go on to a cottage hospital. But thank you for your kind wishes on that. So I confess I haven't actually done very much sewing this week, what with one thing and another. I've just been really quite tired. It's just, I don't know, using up a lot of energy thinking about people other than yourself, and it is an hour and a half each way to the hospital and things, so I've just been pretty tired. However, things sort of manoeuvred themselves so that I had a few hours to myself yesterday, so I'm filming this on Sunday and hopefully I'll edit this and get this up live to you later. I might just take my glasses off so you haven't got the glare there. And yesterday morning, I thought, actually no. Actually, I'll tell you what happened. Friday night, or during the sometime last week, I'd cut out a number of projects. So I'd cut out a Rosa jumpsuit by Jolie Lab. I'd cut out the Sunstar swimming costume or swimming top and bottoms that I talked about last week, and I had cut out, I'd cut out the brand new skirt from Maison Fauve, which is a free pattern, so I won't talk about that now. I'll talk about that in a future video, but head over to Maison Fauve because it's a beautiful new mini skirt with a beautiful cutout, or sort of a detail in the front, not cut out. And I cut those out, and I don't know about you, but I was just in a bad mood. I don't know if this happens to you, rather. I was in a bad mood, and I knew. Why do I do it to myself? Just don't sew if you're in a bad mood. So what did I do? I started sewing. I knew it was going to go badly, and what did I choose to pick to sew out of those three things? Yeah, the swimming costume. Why did I do that to myself? So I was really cross with myself because, particularly as anticipated, it didn't go very well. I cut one out in the size that I hoped, and I've got to be honest, I don't know what I was thinking, because it was never going to fit these in, I don't think. It might yet, but I'm not that sure. And I have to say, if you are making the Sunstar bikini top by Helen's Closet, it's her newest pattern, could you find the measurements for the elastic that goes in the straps of the top? Because I can't find it. And when did I realise that I got the wrong measurement? When I realised that the straps that I've cut, the elastic I've cut for the straps, is actually the elastic that goes here. I cannot find a measurement for the elastic that she shows that you put through the straps. Mystery. So I was basically feeling really grumpy. My husband was working, and therefore I wanted to use my time well. It was obviously Friday night. I thought, excellent, I'll do some sewing. That always cheers me up. Did not cheer me up at all. So at 10 o'clock at night, when my husband basically, he never works overtime, but he was working overtime, he came home and I thought, I've got a few hours to myself tomorrow. I want to get some sewing done. It does generally cheer me up. So then I thought, do you know what? I'm going to cut into that fabric. I'm going to cut into the gauze that I got from Barry's from Birmingham a few weeks ago. And yeah, so that cheered me up no end. And I cut out Pomona trousers, a Tilly the Buttons Esti top, a Paula knot top by Sycamore Road Patterns, and also a Naya tee out of the net fabric, the red fabric. And I thought, excellent, that's going to cheer me up no end. And so luckily on Friday night, I went to bed feeling a lot happier. There's a lot of talk, I know, I'm sorry about that. But so when I woke up at 8 o'clock, or 7 o'clock on Saturday, I thought, excellent, let's get sewing. Because I already had already made, this is the Pansy shirt by Helper Sew. And these are the, I forgot what they're called, silly shorts, I'm not sure, also by Helper Sew. And I already have the Pomona trousers cut out in this amazing fabric. So basically I've got a little sort of capsule wardrobe going on, which is very exciting. So then I was hoping that this lovely, let me just pick up one of the tops, this lovely red, it's a beautiful fabric actually. It's like a single gauze, but it's a little sheer, but not when you're wearing it. This was bought from Barry's. I don't know, I can't remember how much it was a metre, but it wouldn't have been a huge amount. I was hoping that I could sort of coordinate this with that. And so that's what I've done, which is jolly exciting. And I've got a lovely group chat going on with lots of lovely sewists, some of which you watch on YouTube. And they were all asking what we were up to and so on. I said, oh, yeah, I've got a pair of Pomona trousers, an Esti top, the Paula knot top, and a Naya tee cut out ready to go. And in all, no word of a lie, and I'll put the picture in here, I had made the Pomona trousers, the Esti top, and the Naya tee by 11:30. They were like, what? And I'm just here to tell you really that some of my sewing is complicated, but the majority of it absolutely is not, because I get such joy from the creative process of it. And my bad mood of a Friday night, and I do have a cruel brain. I don't talk about it a huge amount, but right now I am really working against my brain. My brain doesn't want me to do anything. It doesn't want me to be on YouTube. It doesn't want me to going out with my friends. I cancelled 2 nights out last week. It doesn't really want me to work, and sewing is the only space that consistently is okay with me. So it's just lovely. It's just lovely to get some sewing done and to feel like I'd created something out of my bad headspace. So look, I'll put some pictures in, but I'm absolutely delighted. And you know, I made the Esti set for Lady McElroy recently. Well, it's reignited my Esti love. So I made an Esti top, and actually my pattern piece is cut out, I'll put some pictures here. My pattern piece is cut out to a size 5, but I'm not a size 5 now. So I made the size 5 and then very unglamorously took the sides in, but it fits really well, which I'm super pleased about. I'm absolutely in love with the Pomona trousers, as you know, and these are by Anthea Allen. And here we go, these are the said trousers. Again, I'll have put some footage in here or something. Honestly, my brain wasn't working very well because I tried to put the patch pockets on the back, and for the first time I put them on too low and in the wrong place. So that was strange. But I did top stitch down. I got a really nice wide elastic from Birmingham Market recently. So the top is actually wider, but I actually really quite like the look of that. But then I didn't decide that I hadn't tightened up the elastic enough, or the elastic was too wide. Before I top stitched it down, that would have been wise. So I'm going to have to take it in a little bit, and I'll probably there's no side seams. So I've initially took it in at the front, which has created, I'm going to have to do that differently. And then I popped a lovely little label. I think this came from the Beyond the Pink Door advent calendar maybe a couple of years ago now. I popped that to help me know which is the front and the back. So they are really nice. And the weather this week has been, it's very hot, humid, sometimes sunny, beautiful day on Friday. So that was those two. And can I just share with you another story? So it is Sunday today. We're having a bit of a floppy day. My husband, bless him, has done two at least 12-hour days, and he never gets overtime. So it was worth him doing it, but obviously consumed our time. And what was I going to say? Yes, so we're having a bit of a floppy day. And I just got showered and everything. I was just going to come and take all the pictures that you're seeing coming up in the footage here. And then our back door decided to not open. Like full on, nope. We'd been going in and out of it all morning. And it's a double glazed, you know, standard white PVC unit, not working. So I'm like, oh, this is a bit stressful. So I was like, what can I do? What can I do to help? He's like, nothing. And I'm like, oh, so I need to get out of the house. So I took the dogs around the block. Got home hoping it was going to be working. Nothing. I'm like, I need to film. I wanted to film a video. I wanted to come and film this and take all these photos. So I had to come down around the side house, and obviously got neighbours and things, all with this lot, all in my hands, and stand in my garden and change to take all these pictures for you guys. Honestly, the things we do. Of course, then my husband also comes around the side of the house and says, darling, you're going to need to come and help me with the door. Obviously, I want to do that because I want to be helpful. So I've only got one picture of the Paula top. It might even be a video, because at this stage I'm thinking I really need to go and help. I need to just stop fiddling and go and do stuff. So if you're wondering why some of the clips are a bit short, or shorter than normal, it's because I was meant to be going helping with the door. But honestly, it's such a lovely combination of things. And this top that I'm wearing here now is, and I've talked about this lots, I'm sorry it's such a repeat make, but this is the Duo Spritz top by Maison Fauve, and I've actually shortened this significantly. Now I made it shorter anyway than the pattern, but I get fed up when you've got something like cropped on. I didn't want to have to tuck this in because it obviously creates bulk and it's not as airy and things. So I've actually cropped this a lot, and as you can see I've just made a really deep hem on it as opposed to cutting it, because then the idea was that I actually prefer this with the little vest, but I'm not going to change. Now this top, okay, let me show you it to you. This is that fabric that I got at the, I bought this at Berries actually as well, but it wasn't hugely expensive. I think it was £3 a metre or something like that. Now this is the Naya tee by Tammy Handmade. Loads of us talk about these. And oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to show you the timestamps from how long it took me to make these things. So let me show you the timestamp for this, because I think I've timed this. So I took a screenshot of the time I started and the time I ended. So this is the time I started. I hope if there's nothing there, it's because I didn't keep the screenshots, but I think I did. And then this is the time it finished. I think this took me 6 minutes to make, because it has only got a seam at the top, obviously on the shoulder seams. There we go. And the side seams. That's it. Obviously it's not hemmed, it's not got the cuffs on it or anything like that. So how lovely is that? And I really like the look of it actually. Now if you head over to Sarah Styles, Sarah has made a number of these, and I've actually got a green one as well, which I haven't tried a chance to show you yet, but I will in a future video. I prefer it with this smaller vest actually, which I think is what I've taken a picture of. But it's just such a cute little top. It's just good fun, apart from anything else. So let me put the picture of me in, I think, this version with, I think, the Pomona trousers. I've tried to take it a variety of different looks so that you'll see what I'm wearing. And then I think I've got it with the smaller vest. And by that I mean this is a shop bought, a ready to wear vest, which I think it looks much better with that, but just for the purposes of showing you guys. So that was really good fun. And I think I've got the little vest on, because then the last thing I made out of this lovely gauze, and I think I bought 3 meters. So in 3 meters. I've managed to get Pomona trousers, the Esti top, and this is the Paula knot top. Now, again, for the purposes of showing you, we just take this one off a second. And this is the 3rd Paula knot top that I've made. And I had the smallest amount of fabric left, obviously. So I've cut the back in 2 pieces, as you can see there. Now this double gauze, it's not going to look very good over the top of this, I don't think, but we'll give it a go. This double gauze is very friendly, so I haven't necessarily finished all the edges and things. So what makes me laugh about this top, it's called the Paula knot top, and in the pattern picture, which I think I've got here, it's got this lovely intricate sort of knot thing going here. I still haven't worked out how they do that. So I've just gone for the version where you slide it in through the side here. Bear with me. I also, as you can probably see, haven't put the facing on. I just bias bound the edge for speed. Let me just stand up a second. It's going to look a bit daft over the top of this top, I think. Yeah. And it is actually big enough. I can't see what I'm doing, can I? So it is actually big enough to not have a top underneath. Where's the other tie gone? So you basically sew the ties into the front. You've got a hole in the side, which I'll talk about in just a second. So it's not going to look like anything on earth, is it? Sorry. And then you can either tie this at the side or the back. And I think in the picture there, I think I've gone for a tie on the front, but actually it looks quite cute as a tie on the back as well. So I hope that looks alright, because I haven't actually got my glasses on, so I can't really see what that looks like. Yeah, that's okay. And honestly, so I finished the top, and on my other 2 tops I've decided to put a popper on the front here just to be sure. But actually I decided that this one sort of moulds to my body a bit more. So the other 2 are sort of made in viscose or cotton, where it's sort of a bit more structured and sort of holds its shape, whereas this one is a bit more floppy. So all I was going to do is put a popper on here, popper on there, jobs are good. And I put the poppers on the wrong way round. How annoying is that? So basically when you crossed it over, the popper was on the outside, not the inside. Oh, so frustrated. So then I simply had to create a hole on the other side and tie it the other way around. But I don't know about you, but I'm a left-handed person, so tying something right-handed, oh, it's doing me in. So I decided to pop the popper back off again, and then I'll open it back up again and tie it the other way around. It doesn't really matter, actually, but it's just personal preference. You can see there, she's got a little bit of, but it is quite a decent coverage. But this is the picture that I think it's a bit of footage here. I'm like, I've really got to go inside now, so it's a really short video. Oh my word. So I know that's probably a bit waffly today, but I do love to catch up with you guys and keep you informed of what I've been up to. Hopefully we've been putting pictures in so that you can see what I had in mind, the lady in red, all that sort of combination. A couple of other sets in red that this also coordinates really well with. So in essence, I could take this lot on holiday and that'd be enough. It also goes very well, which I think I maybe took a picture of, goes really well with the other Naya tee that I made out of this this fabric that we all bought at the rag market, and that looks really cute as well. So it just gives me some options in this very strange weather we're having, of long or short or covered, not covered, etc, etc. But I thought I'd just do a quick video with you today just to keep you updated, as I love to speak to you every week. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I do genuinely love to hear from you. I love all of your comments. Yeah, I do love hearing from you, and let me know where you are in the world, because that brings a smile to my face too. So I look forward to catching up with you next week. Stay safe and well, everybody. Take care. Bye bye.